Happy Sunday. And what is Sunday for? Sunday is the day that we record a podcast. It's a beautiful day. I think now it's around 6 or maybe a little bit hotter than that. If you can see that I'm only wearing one layer, two layers, just one jacket and with a t-shirt inside, which is so rare for the past few months because it was winter and I was wearing like 5 layers for the top and like another like 3 layers for my bottom. So I'll be fun. We haven't had this kind of weather in 3 months now, I think. How do you feel about today's weather?
It's nice, it's warm.
Look at the sun behind us, shining behind us. Ah. What day is today, Rafa?
Sunday, February 23. Yesterday was my mom's birthday.
Happy birthday, Mama Sylvia. If you're watching this, happy birthday to you.
Feliz cumpleaños.
And what do we do on Sunday, Rafa?
Yeah, we talk about life and we record it.
We talk about life and record it. This week is a little bit nostalgic for me. I've been doing a lot of like reflection about life. And then I've been receiving like a few questions from students that makes me wonder. Right? Rafa, what is on your mind this week?
Yeah, this week we're going to talk. This week we're going to talk about confidence and the imposter syndrome, those things that are quite common. So yeah.
Yes, we're gonna talk about that, right? Because we've been receiving a few questions from people that say that, have you ever feel like a fraud? Like, you feel like you don't belong here. What are you doing here? For example, in our case, like, why are we doing teaching here? Are we qualified enough? Like, what makes us think that we can do this job? Those kind of thing, right? Like, do you think that kind of shit all the time too?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of natural. So yeah, the answer is yes.
We discovered this Kazakh fast food, few weeks ago, a month ago. Yes, and we like the food and it's cheap. So that's where the location of the podcast is gonna be today. We're gonna order some food. We're gonna show you what we ordered, and also we're gonna talk about imposter syndrome, about confidence, about your motivation. How did you find your confidence back or find your motivation back? If you don't have motivation and confidence, how do you build it? Yeah. So stay tuned to the podcast because more to come, guys. We're gonna talk about more of shit. We're talking. I'm just thinking about Risha, our friend. I can't believe you're a dad now, Risha.
Papa.
You are a father. Okay, let's go inside. Are we going inside?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna go inside now. Yes, thank you. Up to you.
Better the light.
I think it's here, no? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god. Bro, so open your phone. Go to voice memo and then we're gonna start ordering now. Yeah, we should show the menu a little bit now.
So cheap.
What do I have? I think I'm gonna have this one. I think I ordered this one. Oh, the combo one. Oh yes, I ordered a combo. We give like a burger, beef or chicken, fries, ketchup, cheese, and also soup. Yes, you eat burger with soup here, pickles and some chili. This is what I ordered the last time. It's actually quite good. This is horse meat. You know what you want to order? Okay, I'm gonna order this. This is like their chakoy version of Kazakh. Yes.
Sounds good.
What are you gonna order, Rafa?
I think I will have this with the horse meat.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you think the taste of the horse meat?
It's pretty good actually. It's the beginning it's a little bit like weird for Western, but you get used to it. I like it.
I tried it once, but I don't like it. I'm a picky eater. I don't eat a lot of things, so sorry, guys. But Rafa convinced me that I went to the wrong place to try it, so maybe I'll try a good place.
For me, this.
Cousin.
Uh-huh. That. Horse meat. Yes, combo 5.
This one, and then for one Spanish.
Coca-Cola 0 jest? 0?
Is this one that I ordered the other day?
I think so, I don't know.
Beef, no? Beef, though?
It says here.
Oh no. Not that one. This one, combo 3. Thank you, bro. This is not. Okay, that.
That's all?
That's all.
And cola?
Cola 0?
Oh, sorry. Just say your mother's vagina. Really. Is the mic better this way or they cannot hear me? Let me test. Let it run. It's fine. Why? You hate the sound of. You don't like ASMR? That people. No, they put. Bro.
It's good though.
There's a lot of people fetishize that, bro. There's a lot of video that. How was your food, Rafa?
It was great, bro. I finished it all, bro.
Bro, that's true. Rafa finished everything. I still have my burger. It's too much for me. I'm so full from last night. I'm gonna take it away.
Mine is gone.
Oh my god. What were we talking just now?
So, yeah. What's a...
Oh, you told me something about like you felt it. You know, what were you feeling just now?
No, that it happens every once in a while, no? Like, you love yourself. I said, like, how do you... I even do this every day, no?
Oh my god, yes. I had that thought every day. Even before. Oh, you were talking something about, can I teach this for 2 hours? I'm always amazed. Every time I finish a 2-hour class, I'm like, what the I talk for 2 hours. Which for other people maybe like it's normal, but I don't know, in our profession, like if you speak like 4 hours daily, back to back, it's a lot of work, guys.
Yeah. And the other thing about this is that it's like a common and normal thing to suffer, no? I mean, to go through, like... I remember the first time in the project with Microsoft in Malaysia, there was the first time when I needed to run the meeting to inform the stakeholders.
Damn, yes.
I was like, oh, no, I don't know how to do it and stuff. And then I just did it, and Of course, I could have done it better, right? Because it was the first time I was running that specific meeting. But the next time I needed to do it again, I was just like, okay, I know how to do it. I know what I should improve. So yeah, that's usually like defense mechanism that we have. We need to sort it out.
Yeah, so if you're feeling this way, please drop a comment below and share us your story. So maybe we can learn from each other and help each other. Because Rafa is feeling this way, I'm feeling this way. So clearly, we're just normal human being. If you think that we're perfect, although I am perfect, but still, I suffer from all this kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's very common, no? We were reading some examples of people that were having this kind of thoughts. Even very famous people, right? Before they done the greatest things in life, they have this kind of intrusive thoughts. So don't feel bad about it. It's normal.
No, the reason why we're talking about this because this week in class, a student approached me during the break and she asked me about like how do how can she know that she's doing the right thing? Like how can she know that this is the right major that she's taking? She's taking business and marketing. She said, "Am I doing the right thing? Should I swap to another program? And how do I feel? You know, I don't feel like I don't belong." That's what she said. I don't feel like I belong, right? Which it's what we're talking about right now, no?
Yes. Yes. And the name also, no, of the syndrome of the imposter. So I think the name is very strong, no? Because an imposter is someone that is pretending to be someone or something that is not. But if you actually think about it, it's very hard to be an imposter. Like, you wouldn't have that job if you were an imposter. You wouldn't have that title if you were an imposter. You wouldn't be where you are if you were an imposter. Like, unless you are like a very pathological kind of imposter, right? So, which is most of us we are not. Um, so yeah, just reflecting about it, I think it's a good idea.
And you know, have you played the Imposter game before? During COVID, this game is very popular. Like I know you guys are playing it too. Like you will play with your friends. Oh, it's called Among Us.
Oh,
Yeah, then you will fuck you're wearing something like Among Us too. Yeah, they will wear like outfit like green, blue, purple, and you have to find which one of them are imposter and you have to kill the imposter.
yeah, I think I've heard of it. Never played it.
Yeah. The word imposter itself, right? I always suffered it because I remember when we did our MBA, I always felt like I don't belong there. I always felt like, why the fuck all the people are so smart, so confident, they have a good profile. I'm just a small man from Malaysia because in that program only 20% Malaysian and I was the only Malay. I was the only Malay in that program. So the pressure is a bit high for me to be good, to be the best. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna continue eating kebab.
Yeah, yeah, same. No, yeah. Like in every stage of your life, I remember when I just came to work for Disney. It was my first time living in the US, and even though I have English classes my whole life, at the beginning it was very difficult to understand them and stuff, right? So not even being able to communicate was making me think like, will I be able to work at Disney? And then in every single step, right? In Mexico, I mean in Malaysia, not during the MBA. Also, same thing. Like I saw other people that were more technical, or they were more, I don't know, more dedicated to study, and I was like, but it's everyone has their own style, their own way, their own story. So there's no way you can be an imposter if you are yourself, right?
Yeah. And the funny thing about this is, I remember during the MBA, and the people who I thought are always confident, for example, like you, Rose, Ela, like Rishav and everything, when you told me that you guys also felt the same way, I felt like, oh fuck, everybody's feeling this, no? Not only us. Like we thought that we're the only one who feeling this, but everybody in that program feel the same way. They feel like they're not confident enough, they feel like they don't have a good profile, but everybody is like the same. You are like the same human being.
Yeah. So yeah, one last note about it. Like if you're a student, right, or if you're one of our students, especially, yeah, it's very normal to feel that way, especially when you're just starting, right? You don't know anything, and you see jobs and you see things that later for you are going to be totally normal, like something that it's you're fighting for, right? So just keep in mind that that's just the way it is. It's part of the process. Yeah.
And we'll be talking about imposter syndrome, and then we started that conversation just giving an example, right? I'm just gonna read a little bit of definition of it. So imposter syndrome is when you feel like you don't deserve your success, that you got lucky, and any minute now someone's gonna find out that you're a fraud. So the key word here is the fraud, that you feel like you don't deserve this, but actually you do deserve it. You work hard for it. For example, us being here, we work hard during our MBA to get that degree, and to get the experience, the networking, and the exposure, and to be here, we deserve it because we work hard for it. But sometimes when that kind of like energy or mindset came into your mind, if you entertain that thought so much, it will turn into a cancer where it's gonna spread and then bring you negative energy. No?
Yeah. For example, things like getting an MBA, or a job. It's not only the fact that you went through the MBA, but it starts much more before, right? Since the moment you decided to go through an MBA, that you decided to stop having an income for a few years,
Oh my god.
that you decided to, like spend 2 years of your life, that has a huge cost, right? So not only going through the MBA, but everything behind that led you to take an MBA in that school and stuff. So
And speaking about other people who are feeling this way, do you know like Spider-Man, Tom Holland, the actor, so Spider-Man, he feels up until now that he has the imposter syndrome where he feels that I shouldn't be Spider-Man. I don't deserve to, carry on this suit and everything. But actually, he's one of the best. I would feel depiction of Spider-Man, no? Because he has that youth face and he has that character quirkiness of a Spider-Man, and he does a very good job as a Spider-Man, no? But he feels that he don't deserve to be a Spider-Man.
that's interesting. Yes, that's a good example. There was another example also, no, that we were reading about Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish, yeah.
I mean, I don't know that much about her, but I know that she's extremely popular, and I've heard a few of her songs, and I like them.
Yeah.
And she also has this kind of things like maybe she's just lucky or stuff.
Yeah. If you feel that you are special, that you're feeling this way, you're not. Everybody, even Billie Eilish, feel the same way about this. She won like what 5, 6 Grammys a night, and she feel like, oh, I don't deserve this. Somebody else should have won it. But actually, no, she deserves it. She has a good talent. She good voice. We talk about example. We talk about the definition. We talk about other things, but we don't talk about how to solve it. How do you solve it? How do you stop feeling like a fraud?
I think one important thing is to have a right uh, support network, no? Because whenever someone talks to me about that imposter syndrome, I think of my dad, because I remember he told me once, like, hey, don't feel like that. He just told me, like, if it ever happens to go through your mind, just remember that you are where you deserve to be. He just told it to me once. At that time was enough. So that's the importance of having a network.
Yeah, it's great, bro.
How about you?
For me, I don't know. I've learned it from somebody told me, one of my mentors or my boss, but I can't remember who told me this. Like, if you feel like you're not good enough, did somebody told you specifically? It's like, hey Ash, you're not good enough, or it's just in your head. Nobody ever told you this, and most of the time, 98% of the time, it's in my head that I was thinking that I was not doing a good job, but nobody has told me that. Okay, if you don't hear it out loud, means that it's in your head. So the moment I realized it, I was like, oh, okay, I'm just not gonna entertain this thought.
And the other thing is, like, for example, in business, right? And business, and I think overall in life, like, you need to be like very good at selling yourself, and you need to have a strong network and stuff. But that's like 50% of the job. No? The other 50% is actually being good at whatever you are doing, right? Or whatever you are, uh, however you are creating value. So the best way to overcome the imposter syndrome is to be sure that you are working on this part, on the actually creating value part, right? Not only focusing on the network and sales and like your uh, public approach, right? Because I see a lot of people that they focus too much on that, and then they stop learning or they stop updating themselves, and then that can lead to an actual feeling like they are an imposter. Right? So yeah, always keep learning and keep updating yourself. Whatever you're doing, that's also a good antidote.
Bro, the most important part, do you know how? Delete your fucking social media. Instagram is making you feel worse. I read a book, it's called The Ancient Generation. The Gen Z now that we are teaching, they grew up with social media, they grew up with Instagram, Facebook, where they are constantly being judged by people that they don't know. And they seek validation online. So I have social media when I work in fashion 2015, 16, 17. I think around 2016, midway, I deactivated it. Up until now, 10 years later, only I have it back. I need it now for this project, but I am not dependent on it. I don't post every day. I only post when I feel I want to post. And when I take photo and everything, I don't feel like sharing it because I feel like every time I was on Instagram before, and because I'm always the youngest everywhere I go, and also, how do I say this? Because my friends are a lot older than me. For example, like you, right? Sometimes I compare myself with you, but then I have to think myself, shit. You have 5 more years working experience compared to me because of our age different. And of course, you will achieve success or something that you do. You're gonna be a bit more better than me or a lot more better because you live longer than me and you've experienced it. For me, it's my first time experiencing it, right? So, what was my point again?
Yeah, about comparing
Social
yourself
media,
to
yeah, because I keep seeing all my friends who are older than me, like traveling, have this cool job and everything. And at that point, I was like, fuck, I just started my career and I don't have all these things. Yeah, so when I disappeared, it helped me a lot to gain back my confidence.
it's not even about, I mean, those are factors that are relevant, but it's not even about time, no, or about age or something. It's having about your own definition of success.
Exactly.
Was listening to this video like, if you are looking for success, right, and you have a family, you just get married and you have a beautiful wife or you have 2 kids and stuff, and then you focus too much on economical success and professional success, and you achieve it and you become millionaire and you grow and everyone recognizes you, but in the process you lost your family, right? You get away of your kids, you didn't see them grow, your wife is not happy with you, you're having problems and stuff. Is that success? Some people would say yes, but actually if you think about it, no, like, that's not success. Real success comes from growing everything together, financially, but also intellectually, but also mentally, physically, like whatever. Like, if if your definition of success is just becoming very rich or having a business or being a CEO, that's very, it's just a fraction of it.
Yeah. A very, very important point. Definition of success.
So coming back to the point is like, for some people, traveling and having international jobs could be the success, but for you might be having a nice apartment where you can chill on the weekends, and that's totally fine.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone can have their own way of seeing life, but social media has influenced us a lot.
Yeah,
That
I
was the whole
think
point.
the whole point, yes, the whole point that we're talking about is social media kind of like make give you too much, kind of like enhance that pressure a little bit better. That's why I think. Yes. All right. So I think that's what we're gonna talk about. Imposter syndrome. Music of the week. What music are you listening this week?
Good question. Uh, you can start. Let me check.
Okay, I am listening to All Right by Supergrass. I don't know, this music popped out on my shuffle on Spotify. on Tuesday, I think, and then I've been listening about it non-stop. Like the lyrics that we are young, we run free, stay up late, we don't care, something like that, right? So I feel like I need to to feel like I'm a kid again, so that I can just do shit that without worrying anything. So yeah, it's good. How about you, bro?
Good. My first song that came out from the things that I've been listening, it's the new song of Tash Sultana. Do you know her?
Yeah.
Tash Sultana.
Local artist?
No, she's from
Let's go.
Australia.
Oh.
But it's cool. She has a cool story because she was on the streets. She was living on the streets and she had a lot of problems, addictions and stuff. And then she became viral on YouTube because she was playing on the street. But it's interesting because she records loops. Like she records one instrument and leave it on a loop, and then the other instrument leave it on a loop, and that's how she builds her music. And yeah, she became viral, and now she's very famous all over the world. She just released a new song called Milk and Honey, something like that. So yeah, check it out. Tash Sultana. Good music.
Music of the week. Go and check it out, our song, guys.
Normally see you Almaty, no?
Yeah. So Rafa loves walking. This is like the hidden part of Almaty that you don't see. I don't know if it's hidden or just for us. Maybe because we don't walk around this area that much. And people here like to stare at you. And they will just look at you straight in the eye like, what the fuck is this?
See the clothes drying, carpets,
Oh my god, that's true.
all of those things, that are very folkloric.
Mm.
And it's the same everywhere in Latin America, Panama, Malaysia, right?
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
All right, so we're now both walking back home. And this week we talk about imposter syndrome, right? So if you've been feeling this way all the time, like us, because I just want to say to you guys that you guys are not alone, because even for us, we feel that way too, right? So yes, imposter syndrome. Everybody has it. Everybody is a fraud. Everybody is a fake. The moment I knew that and I realized that, okay, there's nothing to be afraid of, right? Do you agree, Rafa?
Yes, and one thing that I think it would be good for you to try if you're looking at this would be to just do something that you've been wanting to do for the last, I don't know, few months or few weeks, but you haven't done it for any reason. Just do it and then think about like what is needed to do what you just did, right? And you'll see that if you were an imposter, you couldn't do that, right? So apply for that internship or for that job, or buy that flight ticket, or go to that social event that you've been postponing, whatever. Yeah, and when you have also time, I really believe in the power of meditation, right? When you meditate and you like take real consciousness about your whole environment, that is also like a good way to remember where you are and who you are and why you are here, right? So yeah.
And this is Ash and
Rafa,
for Not Like Us podcast.
thank you so much, and we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week. Bye.